For today's crochet project, you will need yarn. I am using a size 5.5mm hook, some scissors, and a needle. We'll start by making a magic ring. And then we'll chain 1 and we'll do 8 double crochets into the ring. And then pull your string tight and do a slip stitch into your first double crochet. For this next round, you will chain 2 and then do 1 double crochet in the first stitch, followed by 2 double crochets in the next stitch. This is the pattern we will repeat around this round. And then you will join it to the first double crochet with a slip stitch. For the next round, we will chain 2 and then double crochet all around this round. So 1 double crochet into each stitch. It should be 12 double crochets in this round. Okay, so after 3 rows of the 12 double crochets, 3 rounds of the 12 double crochets, we are ready to start making the heel. So we will chain 2 and we will make 6 double crochets. Into the first 6 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you can kind of see how that will start to become the heel. We're going to chain 2. Then we're going to turn our work and crochet into those 6 stitches, a double crochet. So now we have a row. There should be 6 double crochets at the end of this row. Then chain 2. Turn your work again and double crochet into each stitch, so that you end this row with 6 stitches. Chain 2 and turn your work. We're going to make a final row of 6 stitches. For the next part, we're going to turn our work inside out. This is a good time to go ahead and tuck this string that's in the toe. And then we are going to take the heel part and pinch it forward so that it folds in half on itself. And we're going to crochet these together right here with a slip stitch. So fold it in half. I'm going to come into the first stitch of this row. I'll join them together with a slip stitch. And then I'll go into I'll make another slip stitch at the end of the rows, because these aren't really stitches we're slipping into, but we're slipping into the end of the rows. Okay, and then I'll cut the string off. And then I'll attach the string here. And I want to end here so I can begin crocheting when I'm finished. I'm going to begin in the crease. Before I begin crocheting again, I'm going to go ahead and tuck these strings while I have it turned inside out. Okay, I have tucked all the strings and I'm going to turn it back right side out. You can see we got a little heel there. And now we are just going to crochet and connect all of these. I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to make a double crochet 3 together. So I'm going to go into here, and then into this section, and then into this section. And this will help it kind of close the hole up. If you don't do that, you'll end up with like a really big gap, but that helps with that. And then a double crochet to the stitches across the top. And now here we are again where the pieces come together, so we're going to double crochet 3 together so that we don't have a big hole. And then double crochet into each stitch across the heel. And then here we are back at where we did our first double crochet 3 together. And I'm going to put a slip stitch into that first stitch, and that will finish off the round. So I finished that round with 13, so I'm going to chain 2, and I'm just going to double crochet all the way around this round, so it should be 13 double crochets, and then I will join it together with a slip stitch. And I will meet you guys at the end of this round. I just finished that round of 13 double crochets, and now I'm going to do 3 more rounds of 13 double crochets, chaining 2 between each round, and I will meet you guys at the end of those 3 more rounds of 13 double crochets. Okay, here's the stocking after those 3 more rounds of 13 that I did. Now I want to prepare it for the cuff at the top, so I'm going to do 2 more rounds of 13 double crochets. Okay, I ended up only doing 1 additional round Another one just seemed a little too tall for me. So here is the stocking, and now we're going to make the cuff that we will fold over, and it will be ribbed. So to do so, we're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we are going to make a single crochet into the second chain from the hook, and then into the next chain, and the next, and the next. And then we are going to anchor this new row we just made into the next stitch by making a slip stitch. So it looks like that. Next, we're going to come into this next stitch because we're going to create a new row on top of this one. And so we're going to anchor this new row with a slip stitch into the next stitch. We're going to turn the work, and we are going to make single crochets into the back loop only. This will give us a rib effect. And if you remember, we have 4 single crochets. So we will make 4 single crochets into the back loop only. Then we will chain 1, turn our work again, and now we're going to work our way back down. But if you remember, we are working in the back loop only to make a rib effect. So 4 single crochets in the back loop only. And now that we're back to the stocking piece, we need to anchor this row. So we're going to make a slip stitch into the next stitch in that round. And now we're ready to make another row. So we're going to slip stitch into the next stitch, turn our work, and make 4 single crochets into the back loop only. And we are just going to repeat this process all the way around the top of the stocking until we get to our last stitch, and then we will join in together with a slip stitch. I will meet you guys once I have gone all the way around. Here I am at the end of the ribbing piece, and now I need to connect the 2 sides, and I'm going to do so by slip stitching them together in the back loop only. One side will have chains and the other side will be a back loop, but I'll just slip stitch these together. And it's okay if this is rough. I know that this is the outside of our stocking, but we're going to flip this cuff inside out. So if the cuff is rough, that's okay. Because the other side will be a nice clean edge when we flip it inside out. There we go. I'm going to chain 1 and cut my yarn off. And before I turn it inside out, I'm going to go ahead and tuck the string. And my string is tucked, and now I'm ready to turn the cuff down, just like that. And now our miniature stocking is complete. If you would like a loop to add to your stocking that it can be hung from, you will chain 13 chains. And then starting in the second loop from your hook, you will make a single crochet into each chain. So you should finish with 12 single crochets. So you should have a piece that looks like this. And then I'm going to cut my yarn off and make sure I leave myself a long tail so that I can sew it onto the stocking. So here is a cute little miniature stocking. I think these are perfect for decorations or putting gift cards in. And if you wanted a different variation that wasn't just all one color, you could go ahead and switch your yarn color at the heel and the toe and this piece, and that will make it look really cute as well. So I hope you guys like this video. If you end up making your own, please post and tag me. I'd love to see what you guys did, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
If you would like to see more, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss a video.